Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Max. So we've got patch 3.8.5, and we've got some pretty good changes here. Of course, all the units that they said they were going to buff were buffed, but so here, what we're looking at is they've changed the crystal and guild point rewards for your different guild level rankings. Okay, instead you used to just get 15%. Now they've got it structured where the number one guild gets 17, 11, 11. In my case, we're a G1 guild. For G2, 19 and 13, G3, 22 and 15. So that's cool. I mean, you get more crystals the higher rank you are. So that's good. C3 and below is the same thing, C3 and fighter. But what this is all about is, earlier, before this update, there were people that were either the big fish in a baby guild, or they were kind of abusing this system. In fighter, sea conqueror. I heard of some guardian level guilds doing this, but that really doesn't happen in guardian. Those guardian guilds, a lot of them have been around for a while, or started with pretty established people. So that's something that you really normally don't worry about too much, is people kicking like every single soul out of the guild and collecting all the rewards for themselves. But it definitely does happen. So they have, looks like, summer info. So the chat in the chat screen, now you can click on a player and get their profile. It shows the rep monster. It shows a few other monsters that person selects and puts up there. Shows their area, that sort of thing, what they're wearing. But the neat thing is, if you click that button that says record, it'll actually take you to their giants fastest time, their their dragons, and shows you the team as well that they've used. It shows you also how long have they been playing. So people that say, I've been playing for 4 years or whatever, you can actually say, no, you started last month, but and vice versa, right? So to be honest, I've been playing so long, I didn't know the exact month that I actually started playing. But I just looked. It looks like January of 2015. January the 9th of 2015. So I started just after the game come out. But let's see. Guildmasters update here, or Vice Guildmaster. So this is just a quality of life update here. Basically, you can auto start the guild battles, which is nice. You don't have to worry about hollering at the guild master or your guild leaders, wake up. Let's get guild war going. This is the check-in rewards that was improved. Now I'm really interested in this. So they added runes to the different days. They've changed. Day 18 is now 3 attribute scrolls, so you get 3 free scrolls. I mean, that's cool. Day 5, 11, 17, and 23, I believe it is. Those days you'll actually be able to get 5 and 6 star level runes, hero, rare, and above. So I mean, to be honest, for me personally, I'll probably be selling all the 5-star runes. But in some people's cases, this is a big deal. This is, free runes is free runes. So, but if you have a chance there of getting 1 or 2, 6-star level runes, so that's pretty good. And then day 25, past day 25 and all, you get 2 legendary summoning pieces. So, that's not a ton of pieces. It's like 5 days and 5-6 days maybe left in the month. And you get 2, so you get 10 to 12 a month, depending on which month it is. That's not bad. I mean, that's better than 30 energy maybe. Some people could argue that it's not, But I mean, for me, I like it. I think this is the runes is actually a really good deal that will help quite a few people out there. So let's scroll on down and check out these new units, what's been buffed, and I just really want to kind of hit on two of them, to be honest. We've got Juno, who I really think is going to just make the meta even more stally than it already is. A really good unit for people out there going into Guardian and in Guardian ranks already. She didn't really need a buff, not in my opinion, but definitely, I'm definitely okay with this buff. This makes her really good. So, and we got Isillen here, who I had in a video yesterday. Isillen is the dark elven ranger, and they've turned his skill into a multi-hit passive. So let's jump over here. We'll check Juno out. And right now I've got mine's really slow, to be honest. And let's check the passive out. Remove all harmful effects. And with that, you start the turn with, so any effect whatsoever, and then recovers HP of all allies by 10% of your max HP for each removed harmful effect. So I've got her on a defense slot 6. I'm going to change that out to a slot 6 HP rune. I'm sure I've got one laying around somewhere, probably on a unit in storage, but I'll change that out, and I'm going to test Juno out on arena defense this week. I always liked Juno with the defense rune. She did fine in arena defense, but I think she'll be just a really powerful unit. Now Isillen here, I'm very interested to start running him in Necro. Mine's still not max leveled here, but let's go and do a few runs in Necro, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I had Lucian there, and Lucian's fine. It's just the run is not 100% like it could be. I think with Isillen, he makes the boss stage much more what's the word? I guess just consistent, right? Makes it much more consistent with him. And of course the Chakras and Boomerangs they take the 2 Shaynas here on this team. I can put this in auto, and I do not have to worry about the middle boss at all. They reduce the attack bar so much that it really doesn't affect the runs. Of course, targeting the boss is going to move through the run quicker. I am interested in seeing how quick this team will do, but I'm still kind of thinking it's going to be around. It'll be under a minute, a minute 15, I think. But I think as we level Isillen and I fine tune where his turn order and where he goes on this team, it's going to be just much more consistent. So you see there him revenging the 3 hits, and then bam, right back hitting the boss with its first skill. So that's 6 hits right off the cuff, and you pretty much are guaranteed that your Chakras and Boomerangs are landing their defense break, jumping right into bringing that ball straight down, and that's what I want. So that wasn't a bad time, but of course this is my first run since the patch. I have not done any runs with him since the patch drop, but I did want to kind of jump in here and as I get him max skilled and start fine tuning and paying real close attention to the runs, I may just determine that I absolutely want him moving first and make him faster than my first Shayna there. I may do that. I may end up actually slowing him down and making him move last, but I really like the Chakras moving last. On this team, I'm not too concerned about slow. You know, most people run, and I used to. They run a Grego last, or a Lich, or Fuco or Regale. They run a Lich of some sort last, and he puts the slow debuff, and of course 2-turn slow, 2-turn defense break if he procs. You know, and then some people run double Liches. For me, I like the Chakrams. I mean, number one, their animations are pretty cool. But number two, they're quick. You know, they make this run really, really quick, and having the two Shaynas there actually mitigate losses on the middle boss. So that time, you know, that's a little a little slower. But you know, we'll run. I'll fine tune this and kind of see how it goes. So, just in summary, I really think Juno is going to be a absolute goddess in G1, G2, C3, C2, just arena in general, G3 arena. It's going to be really, really hard to deal with her unless you can just nuke her down and one-shot her. I don't really see like a triple Juno or double Juno. I don't really see something like that working because people are just going to leash you, Zyros you. But even with them being on Nemesis or even double Nem, you know, it's not going to work. But I think it's going to be really nice. We're going to see a lot more of her in arena. I mean, she was already pretty prevalent in arena, but we'll definitely see a lot more. And I would encourage people out there with the Junos, try rushing. If it doesn't affect your sleep schedule now, I'm not saying stay up all night or nothing, but if it doesn't affect your sleep schedule, or if you're in a time zone like Pacific time or Hawaii or that sort of thing, definitely do arena rush. You know, a lot of times it'll mean the difference between, you know, doing one refill in the last 30 minutes of arena reset will get you 50 more crystals. So you only get 20 more crystals, but I mean, I think it's worth it, and it's worthwhile. You know, going from C1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to Guardian 1, you know, you get 20 extra crystals, but you do get that on your profile. And so let's click over to our profile, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you click record there, it'll show up on how high you've been in arena. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. Y'all have a good one.